Hey guys, how you doing? It's Voodoo here and welcome to episode 44 of my Call of Duty Black Ops Emblem editor series. Today we're taking a look at the Autobots logo, which obviously is part of the Transformers franchise. We've got the goodies of the Autobots and the baddies of the Decepticons, for those of you who are not into your sci-fi. But I should imagine that it'd be very difficult to avoid such a massive juggernaut film that's come out recently of the Transformers. We've just had the third one, which was Transformers The Dark Moon or something like that. I've already just seen the film, so I should know better. But yeah, it's after going and seeing it at the cinema, I was quite inspired to do the logo, so I thought I'd make this one. Looks really effective on the gun, as you see it from the gameplay, and it is relatively straightforward to do, I've got to tell you. Now basically what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a angled shield ×5, that's on page 14. You're going to need a triangle medium ×2, that's found on page 19. You've got the exclamation mark on page 1, you're going to need one of them. The triangle thin ×2, they're on page 19. The oval thin ×1, that's on page 19. And the prestige back 6, so the prestige 6 back ×1, you need one of them on page 26. Now that prestige 6 back, that's the last thing I put on, and you don't have to use that. I used that because I had it available and it was the best thing for the job, but it's not absolutely necessary. You can use any triangle or something else just to finish off the logo, just to make it look that little bit more authentic. But it's relatively straightforward. Obviously you use your angled shield as the base. You then add the triangle mediums at the top to make sort of like the pointy ears as such, really, and then you use another 3 angled shields, which you're seeing now. I'm using the outline only. So the first angled shield you see me put on, I just maxed that out for the background, and then that was that. But as you can see on the screen at the moment, you can see that there's a pentagon at the bottom there, which I decided to get rid of in the end. The problem with a pentagon is to keep it 100% authentic, the pentagon is the right shape to make the mouth look that way. But when you actually exit the sort of like the editor and you look at it on the gamer card, it's so thin, the line's so thin you can't see it. So I decided to utilize the exclamation mark a little bit more, use the outline of that, and that way on the actual gamer card, when you just hover over the name, when it's still relatively small, you can still see it very, very sort of like clearly. Now that's also an issue with the angled shields on the side. You need to make them as big as you can, really, just so they look right. I had to keep fiddling with them and tweaking them just to get them right, because they kept disappearing sort of like off of the gamer card. So that's the pro tip as such on that. It's all about using the outlines and maxing them out as big as you can, because if you exit out onto the gamer card and look at it, you'll see what I mean. You have to make them quite big for them to fill out. So other than that, pretty straightforward, very effective. The next emblem you're going to see in the series is actually going to be the Decepticons. I thought I'd keep it sort of like relatively on the theme of the Transformers as I've done this. I have had a few people ask me for this, and as I went and saw the film, obviously has reignited everyone's sort of passion for the Transformers. But I sort of thought, yeah, I can do this. So we're going to do an Autobots and Decepticons sort of like special. So obviously make sure you check out the next one. Here's a few videos I've made previously which you might be interested in if you haven't seen them. Thanks ever so much for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe as always. Bump it on the Respawn Army app when the link's in the description. I really appreciate any support on there you can give me. So thanks ever so much for watching, guys, and I shall see you in the next video. See you later.